Hello and what is up everyone, Thunderbob here, and tonight I am playing some more Diablo 2 Resurrected. So I am in Nightmare on my solo self-found summon hardcore Necromancer. This is the first time I've played hardcore in probably a decade, and so far so good. I'm in Nightmare. I've actually beat Baal all solo, and I'm about ready to move on to Hell. I want to get up to about 70. Right now I'm just doing some kind of magic find runs and looking for items along the way. I'll show you my gear, my stats, my skills, and then I'm going to go through like my normal magic find routine. So using spirit, I've got lore. Sometimes I'll throw on a cap with magic find. I've got stealth. Still need to replace that. Just some magic find jewelry. Not the best, but it's what I got. Magic find through gold wrap, ancient's pledge, some decent run walk, magic find boots, frost burns. So not amazing gear. I've got a couple things I could swap out when I'm going through the actual game instead of magic finding. Got just a lot of like resist and magic find, and not the best, not the worst. Just a decent collection of charms, getting me almost maxed out. You got strength just enough for gear. I'm saving some points because if I get a monarch, I'll make another spirit and a shield. Haven't gotten anything into dexterity yet. I've been trying to just keep my distance to avoid having to block, but the rest I put in vitality. Skills, I max re-skeleton, I max skeleton mastery. 1 point all the way down to revive, 1 point all the way into summon resist. Max corpse explosion. I've just started down this route. I just put 1 into bone armor with my last point, and I'm going to put 1 in each of these, and then I'm going to start pumping up the synergies here because you get the same bonus from here as you do from the synergies, and it doesn't increase the mana cost. And curses, I got all the way down to Decrepify. I'm going to get dim vision here soon as well. It's a great 1 point for dealing with some of the casting enemies like in Chaos Sanctuary. So that's what I'm looking at, primarily using skeletons, using corpse explosion. I'm going to go ahead and show you my normal routine here, and we'll get going. So normally I start off going to the temple here, and it would help if I hit the right key. Just get my army going. And I'll usually come and clear these guys real quick. Usually it just takes a minute or two, and sometimes I get a rare that might work. I've got about 120 magic find on me, I want to say. 110. Getting lots of rares, but not really getting necessarily the items I need. A lot of time I'll run to Frigid as well. This is actually one of the most dangerous waypoints because very often you'll have guys spawn here, so if you lagged, especially if you didn't summon your army first, you may die. So like I wouldn't come here without some protection, in hardcore at least. And the name of the game here is Corpse Explosion. Basically, my whole army, my merc, is just here to kill the first guy. And I forgot to show you. Insight, magic find with some resistance, and just a rare item. Made Insight, 15 meditation, only 1 critical strike on it though, but some more magic find at least. Let's go ahead and we'll do River Flame here. I do have on Switch a teleport staff, which I use sparingly. It definitely brings down my resist because I don't have Ancient Pledge then. And primarily I don't teleport unless I can see that like my destination is pretty clear. So like I'm not just teleporting wildly across the map. Spoke too soon. I usually am not quite that aggressive. But I want to just get in here to start the run, just avoid some of the river if I can. I don't teleport too much because those charges are like 2,000 a pop. So like, yeah, it's just not very cost effective yet. I mean, I've got like 500,000 gold after gambling quite a bit. But I don't want to waste it all on teleporting. I don't know if I'll ever get to Enigma on this character or not. It's like, I really want to invest that much time for something that, you know, could certainly be lost with just a, you know, I feel like it's so important to necromancers, but at the same time, um, it's so dangerous in hardcore. Looking for a 3 socket helm. That's why I want dim vision, actually, is for those guys. Because that Decrepify is like just totally neutering my army right now. Going a little slower than I normally would because of that Decrepify. Usually I don't get it on me.
I am overburdened.
Pick these up in case they might have plus skills on them. If I make a... I don't have a Amazon yet. I might make one still. So Thunder. Lightning Fury is a one skill. And I primarily played single player. Like, I've joined a couple multiplayer games just to be able to use the player count, like finding like a trade game or finding like a single player game in progress. I just kind of like using the players to get better experience, just because it's so slow otherwise. But I've only done that a little bit. The find game list has been super buggy, so like 90% of the time I'm just playing single player, which is pretty slow. I think I'd be much further along if I was playing with a group. But it is what it is. I think if I do another solo self-found, especially hardcore run, I might do it in single player, where I can, you know, have static maps, where I can use the player command. It's just a lot of quality of life features. I really wish they'd add the player command to multiplayer, especially considering how janky the game list is. I just actually got revive, so like still kind of figuring out what the best things to revive are. And I'll probably be moving on to hell difficulty pretty soon. Like, I feel like I got the stats for it. My damage could be higher. I've only got like +4 to skills if I swap out my gear. But I've got almost max resistant hell with the gear kind of balanced right. And honestly, this character is not the fastest. It's once I kill, you know, an enemy or two, it's great. But like killing at a single enemy is kind of slow when I don't have corpses to utilize. We all spread out. Nothing. And I could teleport through here and be a lot more aggressive, but considering it's hardcore, I've definitely been playing a little bit more cautiously. I actually just made that insight recently, so like the fact that I have unlimited mana now is really nice. I don't think I used a mana potion in ages unless I got like mana burned. Just realized that was my guy. I'm like trying to curse. Why will you not? Why can I not curse you? This explosion is so nice. And let's run down here. I really want to do is not get in the face by the lightning. Get Decryptify on, like, immediately. And then, pretty much, I'm just the Decryptify bitch. If my, Golem actually decides to hit him, pretty much locks him down. This is not the fastest, but it's fairly safe. Like, I can literally just sit here. Even a direct hit from that lightning, I've got max lightning and half fire resist, so like not a lot of danger here from Diablo. It's definitely slowing down as I approach 70 though in player 1. This is where like finding a game I can use is nice. What's that? I forget which one that is. Alright, well we're gonna move on and do cows and we'll do Baal. Okay, so next we're gonna do some cow action. And this is starting to become less effective. You're not giving me enough experience really to make it worthwhile for leveling, but it's still one of my favorite places for farming just because of the number of enemies. Like, this is where I got a lot of my runes and my bases. It's how I got insight, it's how I got lore and stuff. How I got my spirit. Filling up my army here. I don't think those could have 4 sockets, but I always gotta check. And I've got level 23 corpse explosion here, so it's like almost the full screen at this stage. So like really, I just want to get as many cows as I can. Bring them all together, kill one cow, and just let the fun begin. Problem when you have revive cows is sometimes it's hard to tell. I don't want to end up getting killed by my own revive. Just haven't had great luck on drops, I feel like. I've had a few odds and ends. I got like the laying of hands, which is pretty cool for this early, but there's not a lot of stuff that's super useful for Necromancer. Still at the stage where I'm picking up every rune I see. Didn't die. There we go. If I get any rejuves, I'll pick them up. If I get any runes, that sort of thing. Gems. Rares, I'm like, unless it's something I really need, I don't even bother. It's not worth my time.
It's locked.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, I should have a playthrough of my normal and my nightmare run up pretty soon. YouTube's been really slow about processing long videos. It's like 4 to 5 hours, depending on if it's the first or second one. But it shows like a long play of my full playthrough. Not everything, like the stuff I'm farming after I beat normal and now me getting prepped for hell. I didn't film all of that just because I thought it'd be boring, but all of the playthrough is there. And this is basically what I'm doing in the meantime. But yeah, I'll cut forward and show you Baal. You don't need to see me killing cows for 7 minutes. All right, so let's go take care of Baal real quick here. I think this is probably the best as far as experience goes, but I don't really like to teleport here, just because there's enough enemies that I have some difficulties with, and just like the size of the area, it's very costly to just use my teleport staff willy-nilly right now. I still don't have like millions of gold stored up or anything. I ran right through that poison. Those are the main reason that I don't just teleport across the whole map. Plus it's a good experience. To level up again. I bet it's over here. I always skip that first hall, and it's always ends up I have to run back. Glad I got max lightning resist. Even with it, those guys are pretty annoying. I actually just recently put points in bone armor, and I realized I ran out of skill slots, so I put it on 5, because I feel like it's part of like my potion, like my health routine, so I can get to that pretty easy. I think I need to remap, like, the F keys just for modern gaming aren't great, and they're kind of like spread out so far. If anyone's got some good ideas for how to map keys, I'm open for suggestions. Like, it almost makes more sense for your skills to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus your potions. But it's like, my brain is so ingrained with it that I have trouble, like, changing my ways. It is how I played Diablo for 20 years. I was doing that cow run, and right after I cut the video, Bartuk's claw dropped, the unique item. It's like, oh, maybe I should have made an assassin. But it's not the best assassin weapon anyways. I would have preferred to got like like the paladin shield or something that actually dropped for me pretty early on when Diablo 2 Resurrected first came out. Stop with the lightning. I don't like it. It's exploding everything. Still looking for like magic find items, still looking for decent resist items. Anything with skills. I think I only got like +4 with my gear swapped to like my damaging gear. There we go. Release some topazes. I need topazes for my magic find. And I think when I actually beat Hell difficulty, assuming I'm capable of doing so, I think I'm going to drop the solo self-found, and then I'll probably team with people, and I might do more trading and stuff, but I really just wanted to prove to myself that I can beat the whole game, completely solo, completely no trading with friends or otherwise. And so far so good. Like, it's been a really fun experience. I haven't done this in a long time, completely solo, all the way through Hell difficulty, especially in hardcore. And it's such a different experience doing hardcore. the wrong way, of course. I do not need mana potions anymore. With Insight, I just have like infinite mana. I could just spam that guy and like I got my mana back in 10 seconds. Basically, just wait for the first guy to die. And then it's smooth sailing. I'm basically the amp damage and corpse explosion bitch. And I like the way Corpse Explosion works, where it's like, it always does the same damage, it's just the radius gets bigger, so it makes it, like, really effective without a ton of plus skills. Like, at level 20, no synergies or anything. It's clearing the entire screen, basically. When I get into hell difficulty, I'm gonna start actually using some of my full rejuice. I've got like probably 30 of them saved up. Need to look at who are the best guys to revive. I know the Urdars in Act 5 or Act 4 Hell have Crushing Blow, which makes them really good for bosses. And I got some of these guys just to have some extra range and some piercing, but I don't know if they actually do all that much damage. At 67, I think I'm gonna go to Hell. I want to hold out for 70, but I'm getting kind of impatient. There was fire immune, meaning my corpse explosion does half its damage. Actually, once I get here, it's pretty easy, except for Baal. Baal's kind of a pain. I'll probably do one more cycle of this, and then I'll move on to Hell difficulty. Just gotta make sure my resists are decent. I want at least like 50 to 75 in every resist. I feel like I'm about ready. Nothing but nothing. Let's see how fast I can do him. I'm not the best at killing Baal. Weird. Just want to get him slowed. If I can get my my golem to hit him, there he goes. Watch how slow they go. The golem plus Decrepify just kind of freezes them. And then all I'm doing is like every couple seconds, Decrepify. Where's my merc at? Get up in here. You do like most of my damage. Are you gonna attack? My merc is on strike. Attack him. Get in there. Here we go. Still not amazing damage. But what you gonna do? I got +4 skills and nothing wants to drop with plus skills on it. I've crafted everything I can that I'm aware of. I think Necro needs a good +2 armor. Like, you know, there's the Amazon and the Barbarian one that are fairly easy to make, but there's not, I think, a comparable one for Necro. I need a 4-socket shield for Spirit, and haven't seen one yet. I don't think they drop until Act 5 anyways, but, I mean, health difficulty. And, like, literally, I've done so many runs with all the magic find I have, and just not getting all that useful gear. I got, like, Laying of Hands, great for a melee, mediocre for, useless for a Necromancer. Unless I want to, like, go melee. And I didn't lose anything. And really, probably garbage. Alright, I'm gonna end the video here though, but that's my normal routine. That's where I'm at stats, skill-wise, level-wise. I've got about 3 hours before I gotta get to bed tonight, and we'll hopefully start and maybe get through hell difficulty tonight. We'll see. Once I beat the game, I'll do one more video showing that run, or if I die, I'll put a video out showing my death. I'm not afraid. I do appreciate everyone for watching. Thank you again, and have a good night.